You comedians who don't have the balls to stand up for social justice, you should all be cancelled. It's disgusting.
Please go check out rebelstoreZA.com. Their winter range is now available. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Moments. Real Moments are clips from videos or interviews that I think you might find interesting. I know some of you may not have the time to watch the full hour-long video or interview, so I thought these Real Moments can also double up as a bit of a teaser, if you will. And who knows, maybe if you enjoy this clip, you might want to watch the full video. Links to the full video or interview are always in the description below. Also, if you want to donate to the show, there's a link in the description for you to do just that. You can now contribute to the show for as little as 40 Rand a month via debit order. Also, there are now some exclusive perks if you're a member. T's and C's apply. This is only available through Quicket. Or you can visit my website for various options on how to contribute to the show. Donations are not a must, but they're greatly appreciated and go a long way to supporting the channel. And of course, subscribing is always free. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, here is your real moment.
And I think, I've always thought that a stage is a very sacred place. That if you're a comedian or an actor and you're getting up there, like, this is a place away from reality. Like, we're saying, like, we're stepping out of our ordinary lives, we're going into this darkened room, and we're going to play, and we're going to imagine things, and we're going to be not who we are, and we're going to inhabit other worlds and other characters. And then, when the lights come back on, we go back to reality. And, this idea that we must hold this person accountable for the problematic stuff they did on the stage, kind of nuts, right? That wasn't them. That's a persona. That's a joke. It's, I interviewed David Benatar recently on the show, and he was saying, to me, like, he's written quite a bit on ethics of humor. He says, people take jokes way too seriously, and he's right. Like, you've got to be able to context shift. I have a feeling that there's a fundamental thing with people, that it's not just malice, it's an inability to understand humor. So I think to understand a joke requires being able to follow a kind of logical argument of sorts. Like, if I think about some of Germ's cartoons, they're really these distilled, logical games that are being played, where you're trying to create a dissonance. You're trying to create some sense of that's odd, and it's, if you can follow the line of reasoning and then you see the oddness, it's funny. And I have a feeling that some people on the left just literally don't have a sense of humor. They cannot follow the joke. They don't get it. And all they see are, you said a bad word, that's not okay. That's broken the social convention. Or everyone else is laughing and I'm not laughing. I kind of feel a bit left out. So maybe just shut the fuck up. I think a lot of that's what's going on. What does work humor look like? How funny are these guys? Is anyone going, wow, man, incisive commentary? I used to read The Onion religiously, such great biting satire. I hadn't looked at it in about 5 years. I picked it up the other day, and not even a crinkle of a smile. Those guys are just terrified to say anything that could possibly be taken out of context, and maybe someone will be upset with me, so can't crack any jokes. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it worries me, the current climate. A lot of comics stay away from sex, religion, and politics. That's I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of comedians who say they just stay away from that stuff because they say the wrong thing or have an opinion. It's a problem. But yeah,
I actually feel like their silence is violence, and their failure to address the burning issues around sex and politics just shows how bigoted you people are. You comedians who don't have the balls to stand up for social justice, you should all be cancelled. It's disgusting.
Hey, I'll tell you one. There's a few comedians internationally that I think are brilliant, and that's Ricky Gervais and Bill Burr, who have no qualms, they hold no punches, and they say it how it is, which I love, and I hope to one day.
Chappelle, right?
Dave Chappelle as well, of course, yes. He also brilliant joke on the whole transgender movement and stuff like that. And comedy, people get so offended. So this big comic said a joke about transgender or about gays or about black people or about white people or Jews or whatever the case may be. And people get so bent out of shape. But it's because, and I think this is why there's an attack so much on especially comedy, is humor sometimes takes a situation and puts it right in your face. And while you laugh at it, it's still, you're laughing at the truth of your inner self, if that makes sense. It And that's why comedy can be relatable. It's not just, sometimes, yes, there are these stupid jokes, dad jokes and all that stuff that's good times. But there are some really beautifully written jokes that put out society's problems in your face and make you think for a moment that, oh, wow, I actually don't agree with that, but people are laughing around me. Like you said, the wokie's not having a sense of humor, because that comic would have made fun of something that they believe in or they agree with, but everybody else in the audience is laughing at it, which makes them feel insecure about themselves because they're being shown a mirror.
And
And
laughing is cathartic, right? I mean, like, you're not always laughing because you're endorsing, right? Like, you might laugh at things that are horrible.
yep,
That's part of it. It's those sort of like, those like kids with cancer jokes. Like, no one actually is, oh my goodness, it's so great that this kid has cancer and dies in the joke. It's that it's so horrible that it makes you laugh. It's about confronting those darker things. Humor can be like a really important salve for this sort of stuff. I think I was chatting to someone recently who was, being quite badly persecuted, at a university. And he said to me that it was the humor that helped him get through it. It was this being able
yeah.
to like have this gallows humor with colleagues where they could laugh about how absurd the situation was that got them through, and there's a lot to be said for that, right? And I think once you can't laugh anymore, things have gotten really bad.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was your real moment. This is your second reminder to please subscribe to my channel. Please like and comment below. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this content, please share it with friends and family. Also, check out the Joe Emilio Show Telegram channel. It's a channel, not a group, so you won't be bombarded by weird memes and information. It's really just a notification channel for you to be notified of all my upcoming uploads and live streams. Link is in the description. You can also watch more of my content here or here, somewhere in this general area. Just check it out. You might like it. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.